Alrighty then. Welcome back to the Backmarkers F1 podcast. That's Ben. I'm Derek. It's the latest greatest F1 podcast no one asked for, but here we are anyways. It is after the Super Bowl now. We have Bahrain testing. It's the middle of February. Stuff's happening. Things are flying around. We've seen all of the cars now. I mean, what super important topic do you want to get started with here today?
I'm gonna let you take the reins, homie.
It is
Actually,
an
wait.
F1.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a grievance. Do we want to start with liveries?
Pray tell. Yes, let's do it.
Are we starting? We did no rundown. We did no prep. We have a show here.
Mm-hmm. Let's start with liveries. I love it. We've seen all of them now.
I take umbrage with Cadillac.
Boo.
I do not like Cadillac.
Boo. You
Hear
are
me out.
dead wrong,
Hear
sir,
me
but
out.
go ahead and explain why.
The half and half thing.
Awesome.
I'm not about it.
Love it.
I'm not about it.
Cool.
I cannot put into words how much I hate that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you hate it?
It bothers me. What if you're gonna do a switcho reverso livery? Okay, it needs to be one car this way, the other car this way. You know what I mean? One car all black, the other one all white, or put a pattern on it and do the inverse of the pattern in one colorway versus the other way, car versus car, right? But half a car painted one car, half a car painted the other. If you want to have two cars, have two different cars. If you're going to go half and half, cut the halves in half and put the half that belongs with the half that belongs with the half. You know what I mean? Not to say you can't have complementary colors or clashing colors if that's your vibe, right? But not a straight down the side. I look at it one way, it's black. I look at it the other way, it's white. Hate that. Sorry.
You're dead wrong. You just are.
That's fine. That's fine.
This might be your worst take you've ever given, and I'm here for it. I love it. Come in with the fire.
If this is the worst take I ever give, first of all, no, it won't be. Email us, backmarkersf1pod@gmail.com, because if you want something I won't say on air, hit me with something spicy. But yeah, hate it. If I'm right on this, you cannot prove me otherwise, and I'm not going to get mad at you or argue with you because you're wrong. I'm just going to let you live in ignorance and be okay with that.
You very much are in the minority here, that's for sure, because that Cadillac livery is awesome. And
depends on which way you look at it.
I fully planned on coming in here to be the arrogant Americans. Everything we do is great with this car, and everything this team is going to do is going to be amazing. But like, just legitimately, that livery is sweet. Now, they did show some old like two-tone liveries, and those are terrible because it was just like clean down the middle, not a lot of good like fusion and blending of the colors and stuff like that. It's very much not like the Jacksonville Jaguars helmet of a few years ago where they had half gold, half black, but they tried to do like the blend fuse. Like, I don't know how they figured it out, but they figured out how to do the perfect blend fuse where it's not like this just like hard line of, yeah, this is how it is on one side and this how it is on the other, and it's so very clear. I think they did a really fantastic job of like mixing the two, and the color patterns that they chose for it is awesome and is sick. Now, we've seen the the fan-made ones of like the yellow Cadillac and things like that. And we've seen what like Cadillac WEC cars and sports cars and stuff looks like, and they're all very cool. This one is also very cool and is distinguishable from the rest of them, which is, I think, like one of the goals they were going to be going for, so that way they could distinguish themselves amongst their other cars and sports series that they are competing in. So in that
Hmm.
sense, I think they crushed it. The Super Bowl spot was perfect. And it just like showed up too. So you saw online they had the Times Square thing that was going to be releasing at 10:30, the actual car itself. I did not anticipate the Super Bowl spot coming so early into the game, and that might just be because of how fast the game itself actually went. But I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I tweeted it out right away. I was like, "This is beautiful," and I fully, firmly believe that it is my favorite livery of the bunch that has been released.
So
Put that on a quote card.
having it in front of me, looking at it
Hmm.
right here in my hand.
Yes.
The only thing that bothers me is that it's not the same on both sides. Like I don't hate it. Like if I had the same car,
Hmm.
right, and it was the white car or the black car,
Hmm.
I'm good with that. I'm a sucker for a white car.
Hmm.
Because they're doing the halvesies and I have to remember what the car looks like no matter like which way I look at it. Like because it's half and half and I have to remember that's why I'm out.
It is so
Because
cool.
it's cool, it's good execution, you are correct. Like seeing
Hmm.
the top down view and seeing the way that it changes,
Yeah.
it's very elegant. That's
Yes.
well done. It's still not correct. It's still not
Oh, but it
it
is.
breaks my brain and I don't like it.
It's
So,
just gorgeous. There's no other way to say it. It is just a gorgeous car. Oh, I'm just seeing this little detail too. Sorry, I just looked at the top-down view again as well.
mhm.
On the nose, they've got like the different geometric patterns like they do with the Cadillac logo on like the very front of the wing tips. On the very front of the front wing, I mean, sorry, not the tips.
Oh, interesting.
And that is a fun little detail. No, they crushed it. I just don't think there's any other way to put it. They just absolutely crushed it. And they are going to be an awesome team to root for this year.
I'm glad we seem to agree to disagree and we didn't have to discuss that ahead of time for the sake of having an entertaining internet show.
I also love so generally you get the team's, name on the what is that, the engine plate.
Mhm.
I love where they put it in twice on this car. So you've got the Cadillac logo on the engine plate, but then on the
And then the
front
second one.
by the monopod there, they have Cadillac written into the paint, and I just think it's an
Yeah.
excellent little just side touch or extra touch that they put on this thing.
No,
Um,
it's well done.
and
Yeah, I mean,
for all the people who were mad at Ferrari for not making HP change their color when other teams have gotten HP to change their colors. Um, America came through because they made TWGAI change their colors to fit the car. So
I don't know what
there's
that
my
company
little
is.
there's my little it's just an AI company. I don't know really know what they do either, but they're the TWGAI is on Andretti cars and the
Hmm.
Formula E car, and the Formula E car very much uses their like bright neon yellow that
Hmm.
is in that logo. But on the side pod here, because they're the main sponsor of the team, they made them change to fit the colors of the car. So suck it, Ferrari. We're already better than you.
I don't think that is a necessary shot at all.
No, it's not. It's a pot
Second of
shot for
all,
sure.
we'll blow your power unit up, so shut the fuck up. We'll just push a button and piston goes out the bottom end.
They're gonna
So
pick the wrong button though, and you know that, and it's gonna happen to their car. Lewis will be winning the race for once,
I
and then
actually have
they
no
would do
argument
that.
with that because you're right. So that sucks. Thanks for that.
Yes, you're welcome. But
Yeah, no,
the Cadillac is amazing. I'm
I
such a
think
huge fan.
I like it. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a white car.
Hmm.
I think in my head I wanted something more like one of their wet cars or something more with the yellow, blue, and
Yeah.
red type of vibe that they have had. Um, but yeah, the only gripe that I have is that it's different colored. It's a
Hmm.
good looking car. It's not red, but it'll do.
It is not red. You are correct. It is very much not red. But I think it's bold and it's new and it's exciting and it's a new team. So, it's like
We love
they're
it.
not limping in a little bit like maybe an Audi with just some bland ass color looking less car.
I don't hate the Audi. I
I
think
know
I
you don't,
think
but
I think that I want to see them side by side now because like looking at the Caddy from that front view, it's almost like they wanted a gray car. You know what I mean? It's almost like silver. If I look at the Audi,
that's why I love this so much because it's very much just black and white. But you get that mixture of like it feels a little chromy in there too, which can give it some silver aspect to it.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. It looks. I mean, their release that they had with the helmet that popped up as well was this is their post on Instagram. The mission begins now. That's actually kind of cool because they made it look almost like a space shuttle to some extent.
Yeah,
So that's fun and I like that. They nailed the release. They nailed the marketing for the release and everything like that too. Very much not like how Audi did it. So, you know,
yeah. I don't even
they're making
remember.
a splash right away, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't even remember any publicity around Audi. I just remember,
It just like
oh,
came.
it
It was like,
just
hey, we're
showed up.
releasing it
I
on
mean,
this day, and it was
but at
like,
the
oh,
same
okay.
time,
And then it looks
I'm,
different in person than the media images that they released. It's like
but
you
at the
just
same,
botched it.
but at the same time though, I'm used to it because we'll see it as like, oh, this happened 5 hours ago and I'm seeing it at 8:30 in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like that kind of just comes with the territory of being a fan of a sport that is happening at a
European
different
based.
time, you know?
Hmm.
So I don't know. I never paid too much attention to the marketing. And this is the other interesting thing about trying to have a podcast, not to get too meta about it, but like I would never pay attention to any of this stuff, and you're making me pay
Really?
attention way more than I would have otherwise. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
kind of
100%.
crazy to me. Because while
No,
I have not been a fan for as long, I mean, when I first started following along, like when the new seasons were coming up, I very much ate all of this up because it was, let's see the new stuff. This is the new stuff. It is the off season. It's very much like every off season you grasp at straws a little bit, but new colors, new uniforms, new
mhm,
kits, new all that. That's always fun. And
yeah,
like when a team gets a rebrand, that's always exciting no matter what, because you're like, what's it gonna be like? You know, it's anticipated, and you get this
yeah,
every year in the sport, which I think is really cool because it's like, all right, now what's my team's gonna look like for the
yeah,
year? You know, and it
yeah.
might not change a
No,
ton, but
and
I
you're
think it's fun.
right. You're right, and it is fun and it is very enjoyable. I'm used to kicking it off like St. Patrick's Day or later. You know what I'm
That's like
saying?
after the
It's
season
like
starts.
well, dude, and that's the thing. I don't know when it starts. I know it starts early as fuck, but like, I'm used to sitting down for Australia
Hmm.
the week before Australia starts and being like, okay, what do I need to know? Like, let's catch up. I'm in. Let's see what's going on. But it's very much a packing right before you leave for vacation
Mm,
type of vibe.
vibe for you.
As opposed to, yeah, I'm not slowly, ooh, this is the pair of underwear that I'm gonna wear on Thursday. I should put this away now a month before I leave. You know what I mean? Like that's just I, I don't plan that far ahead, you know? So yeah,
Fair,
I
fair.
that's all.
For the record, though, Australia does start March 6th, first weekend in March.
Yeah.
That
I'd
is the
have figured
beginning
it
of our
out.
season now. You would have figured it out. Well, you would have had to
Yeah.
because it just would have
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
You didn't really have a choice in the matter on
I
that.
would not
But
have missed Australia, but I would have figured out probably a week before the season started that the season was going to start in a week. That's the what I was trying to say with that big old story, that big old sentence
fair.
there.
Yeah,
So,
and you're not a Drive to Survive guy either, which I think is
no.
also crazy because yeah, I know it's dramatized and they play up some stories, but it's still like you get behind the scenes action of
Yeah.
the season before. It's like a good
And it's
refresher on like, oh yeah,
it's
that happened and that was crazy, you know?
no, it's really cool and that refresher is like definitely what I could use, right?
Hmm.
But I would watch it and I would just get angry that it was like, oh, wait a second, hang on, I don't remember that necessarily going like that. And just a little bit of that. And then the other thing is like, I don't know. I don't know how to say what I want to say, so let's cut this little bit because the train definitely left the station.
Maybe. We'll see. Let's pick it up.
No, 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 no.
Catch the next one.
I'm trying. Shut the fuck up. All right.
Drive to Survive is an elite show.
No, it's
And
good, and it's cool to see it from that angle. The dramatization is a little bit tiresome.
mhm.
I'm gonna see all of the behind the scenes stuff by scrolling through Reddit. I'm gonna see somebody else watch this show, and I'm gonna
And
enjoy
dissect
somebody
it,
else watching this show.
reading the
They're gonna
comments
put the
on it.
hours in. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna figure something else out, and I'm gonna read the comments and figure out what the take is. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm gonna watch the clip that somebody posts is like, oh, you need to see this. I'm gonna see that. I'm glad I saw that. And I don't have to watch the filler. You know what I mean?
mm,
So that's the train. I'm on the train again.
there we go. We picked it back up. We it just had to take a break and picked up the next one at the next station. So we're good. Yeah. Well,
Wait, sorry.
that
Did
comes out
you
the week before.
do you know that video of the guy who gets off of the bus and then he runs to the next bus stop and then he gets back on the bus? Have
No,
you
I
seen
don't
that clip?
know
No,
that
I've
one.
got to show you that video. It's the funniest thing in the world. It's so I'll send it to you later.
I was in Vegas and we ended up staying at this hotel not in downtown Vegas or in on the strip or anything like that. So we ended up getting a bus pass and taking the bus in every week every day because I did not want to pay for an Uber every time I was coming and going from places. So the one night we're leaving and we had to take two buses to get back to the hotel we're staying at. One went like east west and the other one went north south. So we get off on the east west bus and we're waiting for the north south bus to come by and we're like, man, this is gonna be like 20 minutes. Let's just start walking to the next station and we'll pick it up, whenever we pick it up. I swear to God, we walked to three stops before that bus finally caught up to us and we got on it and we were like two stops away. We made it over halfway on our walk to doing that. And I was like,
That's awesome.
man, this sucks. Next time I come to Vegas, I ain't staying here. It's staying on the strip or I'm not staying anywhere. This is bullshit. The place we stayed at was nice too. Like there's nothing wrong with where we stayed at. When we booked it, it was earlier this last year when we went to see the Dead at the Sphere and everything was booked because also like the biggest EDM festival or whatever was going on out there. So we just picked like the worst time. Everything was booked up on the strip. We're like, all right, well, this is what we got. This is what we'll do. It won't be that bad. Yeah, it sucked taking that bus.
It
And we
was
are
that
like,
bad.
ah, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the last night we decided to do that because then every other night we were like, nope. We'll take the bus going in, Ubering home. I ain't waiting around
Yep.
for that nonsense. It's
Yep.
because it got windy at night there too. I had never experienced that going to Vegas before. It was
In
like
the desert.
gusting. I mean, it's the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Now,
little light Vegas bus talk for you there. But
I think we should have more bus talk, Derek.
more
I think
bus
we
talk. I
should.
don't have a lot
Yeah.
more bus talk. I mean,
We are
I school bus. I got school bus stuff. I
robust
got blue
robust public
buses.
transit enthusiasts on the Backmarkers podcast.
I took the bus when I lived in Jersey, going into the city in New York. I first took the train, and then I realized that there was a bus stop literally behind my building. And I was like, "Well, that's dumb. I should be taking that, and it gets me closer to my final destination on top of it." So then
Easy,
I started
easy
doing
going.
that. Yeah.
We love it.
So, but anyways,
Nice.
we did see the rest of the liveries as well, though.
Yeah, which ones
Aston
have we not
Martin
talked
and
about?
McLaren are the only other two that we didn't get to look at. And to be fair, they're not that crazy different. I honestly don't know if McLaren made a change to their car,
Yeah,
and the Aston Martin looks like no different to me either, personally.
yeah.
Have you looked at either of them?
No. Thank you for asking and keeping me honest. I
Hmm.
appreciate that. I like the Aston. It seems almost a little bit simplified in a way. I don't know
Yeah.
if that
Oh,
even makes sense.
I should clarify.
Um,
Just because they
yeah,
haven't changed much doesn't mean I don't like them. I like the Aston. The
yeah.
Aston green is very nice. It's
Oh,
very
the Aston
appealing,
is
British Grayson
gorgeous.
green. It's a beautiful
Yeah,
car. It's just not all that different from
yeah,
years past, which is fine.
yeah. This
They've
is
got the
exactly what I
updated Honda
expected.
logo.
This is exactly what I expected, and I'm perfectly fine with it.
The one
Um,
thing that I will note, based on the picture that I'm looking at here, there is a
mhm.
big gap missing from like the engine pod where it looks like there should be a logo or something like that, and it's just solid green. So I don't know if that's by design or if they're hiding something. Um, so that's just one thing to keep an eye on is maybe they haven't released everything or finalized all sponsorships yet or something like that. But that's the only note I have on the Aston Martin. Otherwise, it's a pretty British racing green car.
Yeah, and I think that blank spot kind of lends itself to the way that I like this livery. Like the way, like looking at the pictures, obviously the press photos are going to be the best pictures,
Hmm.
but that kind of blank space draws your eye in a way and
Hmm.
makes you focus on how green it is. And I like that. I don't hate that, but also would not be surprised if they found a way to sell a sponsor slot there.
Which
Um,
I'm sure they will.
yeah, I mean that's
Every
what it's
team's
all
out. Well,
about.
maybe not Williams, but every team is always looking for more sponsorships, I think. It's still crazy how many they have.
And then the McLaren.
Yeah, the McLaren. I don't really know if they even have a difference
Yeah,
in this car compared
I
to the.
hate the big Gemini thing on it. I hate that.
Well, they got the big Google.
Um,
I have a quick question.
yeah.
Are McLaren sponsors, and I don't mean this as in like horrible, but are they all just like the second rate sponsor? Do you know what
What
I
do you
mean?
what do you mean?
Like I shouldn't say because like Google is um like a big deal for sure. But like it's got Gemini on it, which is their
Well,
AI thing, versus
yeah.
like it's not like Chat GPT. Like it's not like the number one in all of the categories for the most part. Like it has Dropbox on here, and I feel like there's other cloud storages that are bigger or something like that. I don't know. I've always thought I'm having a hard time trying to like express my thoughts here with this one too, because I'm
Mhm.
only just developing them now. But
Yeah.
I've partially always thought like McLaren sponsors are always off and kind of odd to me. I'm like, I don't really know, like they have Hilton, which is fine. There's nothing wrong
Mhm.
with Hilton. Um, MasterCard instead of Visa. Do you know what I mean? Like it always feels like it's the alternative. Like it'd be like them having Pepsi instead of Coke type of a thing. Does that kind of make sense what I'm getting at here?
Yes. Counterpoint.
Hmm.
Sometimes people like Pepsi, you
Oh,
know?
for sure.
And I'm saying those people are crackheads. I agree with you. Those people should not be allowed in polite society. Um, but
Polar Bear made a switch.
I don't know. I Dell Technologies does not get me jazzed, but I mean it's the same as Hewlett Packard. I mean it's just a fucking company. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I despise all of these
Oh
companies
God.
and but I wish they were not on my race car, but like I also understand that's how race cars work. They have to have
Hmm.
sponsors, you know? But yeah, if you ask me to pick between Dell or HP,
I
I'm
guess I would pick Dell.
I
HP is hot garbage.
I see. I don't even know enough to have a dog in the fight. Give me something like independently put together with like a bunch of Frankenstein parts. You know what I mean? Like make it Linux based. You know, like let's open source everything, baby. But
They have
that's just
Cisco instead of like IBM. I don't know. It's just kind of I just every time I look at the McLaren doesn't really wow me to be fair. Like they have
yeah.
this
No, that's all
orange
right.
and it always just kind of looks thrown together to me in some sense. I didn't mind it when they had the orange with that like bright blue. I kind of liked
Mm,
that. I felt like, okay, they
no,
kind
the
of have a
blue is a
direction they're
nice
going in.
contrast. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got
Hmm.
rid of that and they just have black on there. And then they just like
Yeah.
throw logos on it. And they don't really like make sense to me. It always just feels so mishmashed and they constantly switch out where things are going to. Like I just never have a good feel or sense for like what the car is supposed
Yeah.
to look like.
No, and I can kind of see it, like looking at the front profile view of it. Um, you can definitely tell like there are streaks of black in between the orange.
Hmm.
I wish they just went full orange. I wish they didn't have the black. I
Yeah.
wish they just committed to it and were like, fuck it, we're the orange team.
Yeah, just
Um,
lean into it.
bringing back like the blue stripe would be a nice touch, but I don't know what partner brought that in or whatever, but I
I
remember
think they
that
just got
Honda
rid of it
era.
because of the paint because they only need 50% car coverage and this is on like the black is just the carbon fiber they don't have to paint it so it's just I think it's just a weight thing honestly.
I hate that. Like I hate
Yeah,
that.
I get it. I think it's better when the cars are fully painted there but yeah, I don't know. It's just
So
like
I will
it's
say,
not the Home Depot car. Like the Home Depot car was always cool. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like the number 20 Tony Stewart old
yeah,
Home Depot car in NASCAR or that was cool. It's like, yeah, that's the orange car. And yeah, this just feels like, let's pick a color, you know.
yeah. No, and I do have to say I like this better than the 25 livery,
Hmm.
which had more black and seemed to be a little bit more slapdash, like you were talking. But I like that this is a little bit more planned out. It's a little bit more elegant,
Hmm.
um, than last year's car, I think.
I guess that's
Um,
fair.
but
It
can
just
we
feels
talk
like
about?
this is where we decided to put the orange.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't
no,
feel
that
like
makes
it's
sense.
stylized at all
Yeah,
for any reason. To be fair, the Audi they decided that that is what they were doing. That was their style. I
yeah,
think it's a bad style, but they picked a style. To me,
yeah,
it's like the McLaren. They're like, we just need to put 50% of the orange on the car. We'll put it
yeah.
here, here, and here, and call it a day. And it's like, well, what's the, I don't, whatever. I've
No, that
drawn on
makes
too long
sense.
about this, but
That
I
makes
guess I'm
sense.
realizing I just don't care much for the McLaren as much as I thought I did.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd care for it, and I still don't. So it's all right. Sometimes you meet your meet your expectations. But can we talk about the NASCAR commercial?
uh,
Um,
hell yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. That
Hell yeah,
ruled.
brother. Let's do
Hell
it.
yeah. That
Woo!
ruled. So
That was
I
awesome.
think we're committing to being like NASCAR fans. Like I'm gonna
Oh,
commit to
I've
being a
always been
NASCAR
there.
fan. No, no, no. I've
You're
gotten
coming
there.
into it.
I'm there. I'm you're reeling me in. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna get invested. I'll probably maybe even have a beard. I don't know.
Let's go.
Um,
That's
yeah,
big.
it might even be a Bud Light. I don't know.
I was gonna say, choose your allegiances wisely because beer is a big deal in NASCAR.
That's what
Who
I've
you're rooting
heard.
for. Yes.
That's what I've heard. Um, I don't know. I really want to drink a beer, but we'll get to that later. Um, yeah. So
Yeah, that's one of the
awesome
things I want to talk
commercial.
about. We got the 500 this weekend. We go Super Bowl weekend to Super Bowl weekend. That's if you're a racing fan, is February is beautiful. You go from Super Bowl Sunday to the Daytona 500, which is the Super Bowl of NASCAR, and just a spectacular day and a spectacular race. I don't know if this has changed, but the last thing I saw was it's in Daytona, Florida, which is fantastic. I think it's supposed to rain like all day on Sunday.
Oh,
So
great.
we will see if they get a race in actually on Sunday. Hopefully it'll clear up and they can get it going. But the 500 is
Worst case.
amazing. Such a fun
Worst case,
day.
there's Monday.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not the same. Fun. I mean, you know the story about the first ever televised NASCAR race, right?
No.
So I got a story for
Enlighten
you
me.
then. So the first ever televised NASCAR race. I don't remember what race it was. Don't quote me on that. I think it was at Daytona though, if I had to guess. But regardless, it rained. It rained on race day. And however the deal was with whoever was broadcasting it, I think it was CBS, they had a certain amount of time um, where they had to get something on and going. Otherwise, they just weren't going to show the race anymore. And it wasn't going to be like oh, we're delayed. We've got programming in place for it with the studio and stuff like that. It was just, you just won't be on TV and then you will never be on TV. You can't
You're
commit
done.
to time slot, right?
Yeah.
Because that was when it was like 4 channels or whatever. So
Hmm.
the first race, it rains and they're not ready to go racing at like scheduled time. So what they did was they just put all the cars on track and just did pace laps. So that way they could show like they were doing something. And they just had the broadcasters going on going, yeah, the track's too wet. They're drying it up, type of a thing. But they just ran the cars, which ended up help drying the track because they didn't have the air blowers like they did back then, and it was super sunny. It had to be Daytona because it was sunny in the South at this point in time. Um, and so they eventually they get the track dried, they keep the air time and everything like that, and then they actually go racing. And it was the race where Bobby Allison gets in the fight at the end of the race. So like they got like the best thing ever for their first ever broadcast. It was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, it
That's
went from
awesome.
almost a complete disaster to holy hell, this is awesome. you know. And that was it. That
Nice.
was the rest is history. It's the number one spectator race in the United States, racing series in the United
Exciting.
States. So,
There we go. So
hmm
we're definitely going to a NASCAR race this year, but I'm gonna try and follow more of the season and be a more of a committed fan. Hey, speaking about fighting during sports,
mm.
is that an okay segue, or do you want to talk about NASCAR a little more?
I have some more racing that we want to talk about. We will get there. Yes, we'll get to that. We've got some fun local Detroit stuff. There's a lot of local fun Detroit stuff that's been going on since we last talked. Um, but yeah, NASCAR. The hard part about NASCAR is it is a marathon, and it is only so much fun to watch a marathon because there's
Yeah.
30 some weeks of it,
Hmm.
and every race is like at minimum 4 hours, it feels like, in the
Yeah.
middle of a Sunday. It is a commitment and it's a hard commitment to stick to. Like I pick certain ones a year where I'm like, I want to watch that one. The 500 is the best one because it's right after football season. It's in February. Not really anything else is going on. It misses a lot of other like major stuff like golf tournaments and things like that too. I mean, it is Pebble Beach, but it's the pro-am. It's different. It doesn't really matter. This is 500 weekend. And that was the fun part I saw on Twitter this weekend was um, all of the NASCAR people just started tweeting Super Bowl Sunday. You mean it's 1 week to Daytona type of
Yeah.
a thing. So that was pretty fun. And then yeah, the great spot, great commercial. Um, it always gets me jazzed, and the 500 keeps me hooked for like maybe 2 more weeks where I'm like, oh, I should sit down and tune in and watch it. And then afterwards, I'm like, I just can't keep up with this. So I just can't stick with it. I'll turn it on Memorial Day for what used to be the greatest day in racing, but then they took Monaco away from us. Screw you, F1 for that. Um,
Heartbreaking.
we're gonna have to find a way to rebrand that because it's Canada now. Canada's that weekend, which not bad. Don't get me wrong, not
But it's
bad. But
not.
what
I
time
can't.
is it going to be raced at?
Yeah. I
It's
can't
it
wake
can't
up
compete
and
with the
watch
500.
Monaco and yeah.
Yeah,
I
it can't
can't.
compete with
I can't
Indy.
watch it all. I
Yeah,
can't watch it all.
so I don't know what we're gonna do about that. We have to find a rebrand, but that's future us problems. So it's like, all right, 500, that's one. I try to watch the Michigan one. They changed the date this year, so I don't remember when it is. I like
It's
Bristol.
earlier, right?
Bristol's always fun. Yeah, I think it's in like June or late June or
Yeah.
something like that, which
That
is
sounds right.
good because when it was in August, that's like right. It like storms every weekend in Michigan
Yeah.
and on that previous date. So I think it's a good change. Um, and then they changed the calendar because they got rid of some of the road courses. I never mind. I liked the Roval, but that's gone. Bristol's
And
always fun.
that's the
Martinsville's
other
great.
thing. That's the other thing that's held me back from being a NASCAR fan is the left turn thing and the oval
Mm,
thing. Like the speed aspect of it is cool, but I enjoy seeing cars battle on a track, on a race
They
car
are on
track
a
where they're
track.
going. No. I mean both directions. So
It's different
minor
disciplines.
gripe.
That's all
A
that is.
hundred
It's
percent,
different
a hundred
disciplines.
percent. But I never was able to get into the giant oval as opposed to like a normal racetrack. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that's
I
that's all.
I understand the argument and I have no gripes with it. My personal idea on it is just like that's just what it's just two different things. That's all. Like it's
Hmm.
the
No, a
dumb
hundred
phrase is you
percent.
can't compare apples to oranges, but it's like yeah, like F1 is it's designed for all this. They
Hmm.
take the NASCAR stock car and they do put it on road courses periodically throughout the year.
Yeah,
They tried to add more, and they've stripped a few of them back, which I don't think is fantastic, but they throw it in there just to mix it up. But it's an oval sport. That's what it is.
yeah.
That is
No, a
the thing
hundred
to
percent.
it. And the
And
oval
it's
for all the people who say right making a left turn, it's funny and I get it. It's a lot harder of a discipline than you would imagine though too.
yeah,
And you if you listen to any race car driver who's done both, like Juan Pablo Montoya is the best example of this. He knows all the differences and he's like, yeah, they're all hard. Like,
yeah,
yes, you're turning left. It's harder than just turning left though.
a
It's
hundred percent,
very very different and
a hundred
I
percent.
think that's always an interesting thing to hear whenever
And
different drivers talk about the different
and
styles and stuff.
my only thing with that though is the ease of watching, right? Like
Hmm.
it's easier to watch when the corners look different,
Hmm.
as opposed to, oh, it's just a different part. I gotta be, not paying more attention, but like
Hmm.
more cognizant of what the setup is, or what they're trying to do, as opposed to they're just coming around again.
Hmm.
It's the same entertainment, not entertainment problem, but entertainment attention getter as drag racing. Drag racing is cool. Drag racing rules. I don't I haven't been there to experience it in person, but I just go fast down one spot. Like I get it, but I also like it, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I think NASCAR would do well by shortening a lot of the races.
Mm.
Certain ones, sure. The 500, you stick to 500 miles.
Yeah.
Talladega, you stick to 500 miles. Um, I know it's the thing. The Coca-Cola 600, that's just too damn long. 600 miles is too damn long.
Yeah.
Michigan, I think, is a 400-mile race. Cut a lot of these in half, honestly. Shorten it up because you get stuck in these moments where a lot of the race, like no one's like people are jockeying for position sometimes, but it doesn't really matter because they've reset it so much throughout the race
Yeah.
now with their stages and things like that that they do.
Hmm.
Cut it in half and make it
Call it a day.
more exhilarating from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it's in some sense it's like an NBA game where it doesn't really matter until like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter what's kind of going on for the most part. You know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah.
Again, I know it's different, but that's the trope, right?
Yeah.
College
Yeah.
basketball is a little more. That's a better example.
Yeah.
College basketball. It doesn't really matter until like the last couple minutes because then all the fouling and the scoring and all that stuff happens. Like everything kind of happens towards the end because that's when it's finally like, oh shit, we got to actually make some moves here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just cut out like the middle of it, make it shorter, make it easier to watch, make it not take up a third of a day because really it's like a third of your day if you want to sit down and watch it. Like that's just too much. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And you can tell me a football game might be the same amount, but it's different. There's natural pauses. The action is more thrilling and more hit constantly than just,
Yeah.
yeah, when they are just doing circles all day
And
and nothing's really happening. It's
and
like, yeah,
that's
it's boring.
and that's an interesting comparison to football, because as someone who finds football like not the most entertaining sport,
Mm.
I know that's the hottest take that I have. Um, the pacing is there, and there's a consistency of the 40-second play clock and
Hmm.
that dead time in between. Um, that makes a lot of sense. With NASCAR, it's everything all the time, fast, fast, go, go.
Yeah,
Which is like part of the appeal of the sport. But investing that energy and caring about it for 4 to 5 hours, like you're talking about, is
that's
definitely a
tough.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
it's
the
just
same thing
tough.
with baseball. You know what I mean? With the new pitch clock coming
Shorten it
in,
up, I think it's great.
shorten it up, speed it up, everybody's happy. Now,
Hmm.
I don't like the overtime rules because I do like free baseball.
Hmm.
Um, but that's a whole different issue for a whole different
Yeah,
program. So, yeah, what should I not like about NASCAR? What should I be ready to be angry about as a new NASCAR fan?
not like about NASCAR. Well, rule number one: Kyle Busch is an ass.
Mm,
Gotta know that one.
obviously. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Denny Hamlin's gone. I think I'm pretty sure last year was his last year. He's retired now. So that'll be new. Yeah, I got to figure out who's racing where now because think there was a decent amount of change. I'm a Team Hendrick guy, which is kind of like rooting for Ferrari. Like that's just the biggest team, basically. But I grew up with Jeff Gordon, so
That's fair.
that was me from the beginning. You couldn't change
Yeah,
my mind on it. So other things to not like, I I think that's some of the things I
pretty
talked
much
about
it.
where they started to try to like introduce some different stuff to the sport, which I thought was good. And they started peeling some of it back, like getting away from basically 20 of the same tracks every week. Like the differences between Auto Club, Kansas, and Chicagoland was nothing. And there were like 20 of them every
Mhm.
single year. It's like, okay, we got to mix it up. We got to spice it up a little bit. So when they started to introduce some more of that variance into the racing, I thought that was good, but I don't know. I got to relook at the calendar to see what they're doing with it. Um,
Didn't they have a
it's
race on
just
dirt?
so yeah, and I loved that, but they got rid of that. Yeah,
Ah,
one of the Bristol races, they turned it into a dirt track. I think the drivers complained about it, or maybe even fans did too, and I didn't understand why, because I'm like, that's cool, that's different,
yeah,
it's
that's
unique.
awesome.
It's like, yeah, it's going back to your roots a little bit. Now, if you want to just go to a dirt track, maybe that's the better move. But then is there stands? Can you sell tickets? Fine, I get
Yeah.
it. Doing it at Bristol, I thought made sense because it's a half-mile track. It was perfect. You could bring in the dirt. They use Bristol for football game and baseball games now. So like the ability to do that there, they've kind of proven it and done it. Um, I just think the things to hate is just so long. It's so fucking long. It just is. It's just so long. And you want to have the long season, fine, but yeah, I think you got to cut the races in half. It's just too damn long, and it just doesn't. You'll get more action out of it too because people will be fighting for more of the race. It'll be more high intensity. There's so many moments where like it doesn't really matter where you start. There's been guys who, they get some sort of penalty. They start at the back and then, they get to the front and then they're all the way at the back and then they're back at the front racing for a win like three different
Hmm.
times throughout a race. It's like what's the fucking point then?
Yeah.
Of all of that. So that's been the stuff that's kind of lost my interest in it. I used to like it a lot more when I was younger. Um, but yeah, you just realize like it just takes a lot of time and effort to pay attention to it all the time. So yeah, those are really the things. It's good to like pick certain ones that you get interested in and excited for, and then just kind of like casually like see what happened on the weekend. Look on the internet, check out the highlights, and go, okay, that's happened
Yeah.
this weekend. That's fine. You can't plan your life around it. It's just impossible. It's just too much, basically. Like it doesn't have like what like Formula One is different. It's Formula One has gotten long now too in terms of the calendar. It's half the year, but it's like an hour and a half. You know,
Yeah. No,
it's easy
100%.
to build
It's
around.
it's 2 hours within a 4 hour window,
Yeah.
and then my day is done.
Hmm.
I don't have to worry about this commitment.
Right.
So I'm good with it.
So I think that's the big difference. I think we should also follow IndyCar a little bit more. That's more of a
Yeah.
commitment to myself. Now you want to talk about a short calendar? They have
Yeah.
17 races, and that's
Yeah.
including the one in DC this year. Otherwise, it's 16. Like
There's
it
one in
is,
DC?
bro. You didn't see this?
No.
Yeah, they're racing in DC. for America 250. It's part of like the America 250 Commission.
Fucking where?
They're racing in the streets of Washington, like down Pennsylvania Ave and shit. It's going to be awesome. It's so cool. I can't believe you missed this. Yeah, this got announced, I think, last week or maybe the week before that. It's but within the last 2 weeks.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
racing in the
crazy.
streets of Washington. I think it's in like August when they're doing it too, like late
August
August.
21st to 23rd.
There you go.
Honestly, that kind of fucks. That's
Right?
kind of crazy.
It's fucking cool. Yeah, they're doing it just through the streets of Washington, D.C., like racing through the
Wow.
memorials and shit like that. It's going to be quite the spectacle. I'm all for it. That looks like it's going to be very fun.
I need to see a track map. I need to see a
I don't know
map.
if that got released. If you find it, you tell me because I do want to see that too. But
Near
it,
the
it
National Mall on Pennsylvania Avenue. So
yeah, confirmed street race.
one of my favorite stories ever is because I used to live in DC.
Hmm.
I was with my dad and we were driving down Pennsylvania Avenue and we hit all green lights.
Oh,
And
sweet.
it was perfect. And he looked at me and he's like, "Yo, that was crazy." And it was an awesome moment.
Never happen again.
I No, I'm so glad to remember that. Thank you.
Hmm.
Um okay, yeah. I honestly want to get a tick. I want to go to this. I I'm
I mean, I'm
going
sure it'll be like
that might
Detroit
happen.
where there's only, there'll be ticketed spots where you can watch, but I'm sure you could just go as well and just
Oh
watch
yeah, no,
from
it's
around the
it's
city.
it's gonna be insane. Like that's
Hmm.
gonna be absolutely crazy. But like I'm I'm gonna see if I can go. So
That would be sweet.
fuck it.
That
So
would be very
okay.
cool. I'm just scrolling through the rest of stories on the F1 app here. Um, I don't really
Let's
have much else that's all
let's
that
read
interesting to
let's
talk
read the
about.
news. Let's read the news from another app
Yeah.
to
Uh,
have something to talk about, Derek.
I'm
This
just
is what
confirming that
I'm
we didn't miss
saying.
anything.
We
Uh,
didn't miss anything because it's February. The season starts in March.
yeah, I
I've got
know.
to.
I mean,
There's
it's
plenty of
Bahrain this
time.
week. It's Bahrain this week. Like the real testing starts this week.
Real testing is starting.
Tomorrow
This is
officially
this
from when we're
is
recording.
this is when I'm gonna start scrolling and be like, "Ooh, that car looks pretty. Oh, I think I like that one.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's still team fuck that guy."
Yeah.
This is my off season. So
So
did
let's
we?
go ahead and run through some off-season talk now. Super Bowl. Let's run through Super Bowl first, as it is the Super Bowl. Did you watch said Super Bowl?
Allegedly,
Allegedly, you allegedly watched
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
I watched the Super Bowl um while I was having it on mute and reading a book.
Oh,
I
that's a
was not.
fun way to do that, and
Yeah,
by
it was a
fun I
good time.
mean interesting.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't like mute, but it wasn't like loud, and I was
Hmm.
like not paying too much attention, but I definitely heard when my bet hit.
Fair
So
enough.
we were good. So yes, I watched it because I watched my bet hit. That's what
Yeah,
mattered.
there we go.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Seattle's defense.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not like you missed a ton of action. It was a very hard defensive
There
battle,
was
which
nothing to
perfect for
watch.
me because I also had the under. I think I said on our last program. So we both had good days in that sense then.
We love it.
Hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, Seattle's defense, holy shit, they're just good. They're just amazing. Honestly, I was trying to think of ways in which the Patriots potentially could have won that game, and their defense stood up a lot too. They had some opportunities for some turnovers, but even
Mhm.
if they get a couple of picks, I don't even think it matters because they weren't scoring. They weren't moving the
Yeah.
ball at all. I mean, they got some garbage time scores, but that's just
Garbage
the
time.
yeah, it's just the point of the
Yeah.
game where like you just have to go for the risks, and yeah, it's still gonna happen every now and then. It's not like May converted on every deep pass. He got one of them picked even, so. Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast. He got destroyed though. I mean, like every time he stepped back to pass, he
Oh
was
yeah.
getting his ass put on the ground. That left side of the Patriots offensive line could not stop a damn thing. It was ridiculously bad in that sense for them.
And
But
it makes you wonder what could have happened if it was the Broncos. You know what I mean? Like, would we have
Yeah,
gotten a better game if it was Broncos Seahawks?
I do. Yeah, yeah. If Bo Nix didn't get hurt, they probably end up just winning the game against the Patriots. Which, hey,
Yeah,
that's no fault of the
that's how
Patriots.
it
You got to play
goes.
who's put in front of you. Yeah, it is what
Yeah.
it is. But yeah, I think if Bo Nix was healthy and played, it's probably Broncos Seahawks, and that I don't know that the offensive output would have been that much different, but I think the
Hmm.
Broncos defense would have held up a little bit better because I think they were slightly better than the Patriots. So closer game towards the end. Bo Nix is in their offense was running better, I would say, throughout the year than the Patriots. So yeah, probably get a little bit of a different game, maybe a little bit closer of a game. But hey, you play who you got to play. Patriots, that's just the luck they ran into. So, and it's not like their defense played bad. Their defense was really good. Yeah, defensive touchdown brings 7 points off that board. The other turnover that the Patriots had gave the Seahawks another short field that set up for their other touchdown that they scored. Otherwise, it was just field goals. They had 5 field goals. Like
Yeah.
giving up 15 points really isn't that crazy. That's really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks defense averaged like 14 points a game that they were giving up, which was the best in the league by a wide margin. So yeah, it's not like the Patriots defense played bad. They just played the entire game. That's all. Like, that's there's only so much you can do at that point.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'm
Hmm.
glad. I'm glad you know more about football than me. I feel like I learned a lot from just sitting there listening to that.
Fair
Because I
enough.
was like, I don't know. And I don't know. Your breakdown definitely made sense. So
I thought commercials were kind of a miss this year.
yeah, I didn't
None of
see
them.
anything that really stuck out to me other than the NASCAR commercial. That
Yeah.
was the only commercial that was like, oh shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Or excuse
Immediately
me, hell
afterwards, I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. No, it was. That's not to say there weren't any good ones. They're all just kind of like, that was all right.
Yeah.
The thing that I found the most disappointing was I felt like a quarter of them were just ads that were already made and they just played them again. It was like you didn't even do anything for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
This used to
forget
be
who.
special.
Yeah, it used to be. And the other part that I kind of despise about Super Bowl commercials now, and I'm not the first to have this take, so this isn't a stolen take. I just agree with it. Why? Why are we having like sneak peek previews or releasing the commercial before the actual spot itself? It
Yeah.
takes away from it because then it comes up and you're like, oh, I've seen this.
Yeah.
It's like it's 60 seconds at most. Just let it go.
Why why do we need a trailer?
Right.
Yeah.
Why do we need to hype for our ad? That doesn't make any sense. You know,
Yeah. I don't know.
you're
So
just ruining it.
so what was the one that had a commercial for the commercial and it was the two comedians that were doing insurance or whatever, right?
I mean, that could have been any of them.
And no,
Um,
and that was it. Like I saw the commercial for the commercial
oh,
and that's
that
it.
one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't even
Yeah.
know who it was, but I Keegan Michael
See,
Key was in it with Danny
yeah.
McBride. Yeah,
Yeah, those
yeah,
two. And I was like, "Oh, that's going to be really funny." And then I didn't invest anything else into it. You
yeah.
know, I was just
I
like,
do remember
"Oh,
that now, and I'm like, yeah, it's just all right. Like they
yeah."
basically showed you all of them through the different sneak peeks.
Yeah.
It's like cool,
So,
great, good
I
job,
don't know.
guys. You
I
wasted
will
a
not
spot.
be advertised to.
Yeah,
I will I will reject
yeah.
the idea of looking forward to a commercial.
Hmm. The funny ones just they just didn't hit this year. The ones that tried to be funny, and not a lot of them tried to be funny either, which was the crazier part. I'm like, man,
Mhm.
that's kind of weird. So that kind of sucked. It does. I just always like it because it makes you think back on like some old ones that you absolutely loved. Like I
Yeah.
remember I think I was in college when this one came out, but the it's a Tide ad. That one of my all-time favorites. Like Tide had a spot. They did some random funny thing in like the beginning of the game, and it was hilarious. But then they just like they shot what would have been commercials for other things. Like they showed the Old Spice guy riding the horse, and it looked like okay, this is gonna be an Old Spice commercial. What's it gonna be? And then it cut to the guy who plays Hopper in Stranger Things, and he's like, "It's a Tide ad." And I was like, "Oh shit, they did it again!" And they did it like 4 more times throughout the game. Like that one was awesome. That one was great. Puppy Monkey Chunky Baby will always be memorable. Um, I loved the old E Trade ones with the baby. Do you remember that one?
The E-Trade baby, but I remember that after the fact. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
Those were good. I mean, Bud Light just had bangers for years. So did Doritos. Um, Dilly Dilly into the Bud Night Electric. So good. Bud,
Jesus
I
Christ.
always liked Budweiser because they would always do something with the Clydesdales, and it was always
Hmm.
they would be like slightly funny, but it would also be like entertaining or like moving to some extent too. That was always kind of cool. Snickers used to have some good ones. That's when they had the Betty White, like
What
you're not
was
you
the
with your hungry.
what was the Doritos one with the dog?
Ooh, I don't
Do you
remember the
remember
dog.
that one?
No.
Dog like ran through a door or something like that because it had Doritos or something like that. I don't know. I remember that very distinctly. Um, but yeah, wow. You're making me go down memory lane of commercials, which is
That's
just
what I'm
something I
saying. It was
never
kind
thought
of a
I'd
miss
say.
this year. I don't know if
That's
there was gonna
crazy.
be one that you can throw into that mix. You know what I mean? So
Damn.
Super Bowl was kind of just a bleh, and the commercials were kind of bleh. So you know, oh well.
Hey, next year the Lions will be in it and it'll be a banger.
I fucking hope so, man. Oh, I hope so. That would be awesome. That'd be so cool. If I could live to see the day, that'd be awesome.
I hope you do.
Me too. So,
So
but anyways, that's enough Super Bowl talk, I think. You teased it earlier.
I did.
Let's get into it.
Jalen Duran did nothing wrong.
Okay,
Jalen Duran did nothing wrong.
I missed it. I saw
Okay.
my group message was blowing up with all my old
Yeah.
buddies from the team going like, "Oh shit, suspension coming, Stu and Duran out," and then I saw like, the fight
And
on
then we had
the
the
line,
Paul Reed game.
and then I don't know what led up to it, and then I don't know what happened after it either. So please take the floor and explain to me
Okay. Have you seen the clip since? Have you seen the incident since? The incident?
the thing that started it all.
No, no, no. Have you seen the whole fracas?
I think so. Yes, I believe I've
Okay.
seen the whole thing.
So
Miles
you've watched
Bridges
the
and
video. And
Bridges and Duran
Stu.
get into it, and then
Yeah,
Stu
yeah, yeah.
comes off the bench like late and
So
reignites the whole thing. Yeah.
so what happens is, and this is because I've watched it a couple times. Okay, I watched it happen live, and I was immediately like, "Oh shit, what the fuck just happened?"
Hmm.
Upon seeing the replays, what appears to have happened is that Musa Diabate
Oh, Diabate,
got
that's right.
mad that Jalen Duran was treating him like a little boy. Okay, so
Well,
Duran was outplaying and outclassing Diabate. Diabate took exception to this. The two gentlemen headbutted, which nobody really wins in a headbutt.
yeah,
Um, but JD said, "Man, get the fuck out of my face," and pushed his head, which had just slammed into JD's
like
head,
that.
away from him and
Hmm.
pushed him away.
Yeah.
And JD is a big man, right?
Yes, he is. Yes.
So Diabate took exception to this, had a problem, was subsequently just grabbed by Tobias Harris,
Hmm.
who thankfully was there as a peacekeeper, as
Yeah, he
JD
was like,
starts
"Hey,
walking away.
break this up." Yeah.
He's walking away.
Right.
And from how I read it, from how I saw it, from the way that their interaction appeared, it could have been, and this is the same kind of thing that when we go back to the LeBron versus Isaiah Stewart round
Hmm.
one, I think LeBron intended to throw the elbow. I think he meant to put something a little saucy in there. I
Yeah.
don't think he meant to hit Stu in the face, right?
Hmm.
So coming back to that, I think that JD meant to just get him the fuck away from him. I
Yeah.
don't think he meant to hit him in the face or be escalating in any kind of way.
Sure.
It was clear from his body language that he was backing up, and then the fact that he
Right.
literally just put it in reverse and walked away from the whole situation
Yeah.
as this dude was chasing him, right? So as this dude is chasing him, Miles Bridges decides that instead of hitting women, he wants to pick a fight with somebody who is bigger than him, right? famed wife beater Miles Bridges, who normally hits his partner, his domestic partner, in front of their children, decided to try to sucker punch 7 foot big man,
Hmm.
Jalen Duren,
Yeah.
right? So it did not really go well for him. But Isaiah Stewart on the bench took exception to this and decided,
As he would.
as he should, and decided to make literally everyone happy
Hmm.
and go
Go
put,
after.
go put Miles Bridges in a headlock. Um, Miles Bridges, not used to someone being
Being
able to be as large as him and being able to fight back. Not that a woman can't fight back, but that this
compared to
person
him.
was not the size of an NBA player, right?
Yes.
He picked on somebody his own size and he got put in a headlock. So
So
yeah,
you would
double
say
fuck that
he
guy.
he fucked around and then found out.
It appears that way, yes. Yes. So um Happy International Women's Day to Miles Bridges from Isaiah Stewart.
Is
Give him the 1-2 piece.
that your
Fuck
best
you.
LeBron impression?
The best. Honestly, way funnier, way funnier than LeBron sitting next to Jeannie Buss and somebody else and saying Happy International Women's Day.
First of all, I want to
First of
say
all, ladies, Happy
Happy
International
International
Women's
Women's
Day.
Day. And then they're just like, oh, LeBron.
See, yeah, no.
He could have said anything, and that was their reaction.
Isaiah Stewart did it better,
Hmm.
and I think more people should beat the shit out of Miles Bridges. Is my considered
That's
opinion.
your
We
take.
should, yeah, we allow fights in hockey. We should allow
Mm.
fights in basketball, and we should reward players that fight Miles Bridges. Because fuck that guy.
It's not a suspension;
So
it's a bonus.
yeah, and honestly, like if Stu gets suspended more than 4 games, which I think is the number of suspend, like I don't know, like
I'll
are
say,
you
has that
gonna
been handed out
suspend
yet?
him? The suspension has not come down to my knowledge. I was looking if it came down during the recording of this podcast. That's a different animal.
I'm
But
scrolling. Keep going.
I say that to say if they punish Isaiah Stewart for doing what Miles Bridges did to his domestic partner worse than what Miles Bridges did, that's kind of fucked up. So I think whatever it is, Stu should have less game suspension than what
Hmm.
Miles Bridges got.
Gotcha.
Uh
No suspensions doled out yet
yeah,
as of recording. So there you go.
yeah. But Isaiah Stewart, if you want to punch Miles Bridges again, I'm sure that nobody would be mad about it. So
Well, there you go.
that's the take to end the program on. That's the spiciest one we got.
Okay. Well, this is not the
Is
end of
it?
the program because I've got a little baseball talk for you here.
What? Did
So
something happen?
first of all, pitchers and catchers reported, but that is not the news. That is not the news of the day.
A
This is the
pause.
best news of the day.
The best news of the day is that
Do you
never
know this
mind.
news?
I was gonna make an inappropriate joke.
Okay.
Um but I think you were gonna talk about the starting rotation of a certain baseball team.
You're damn right I am. Justin Verlander is back in the city of Detroit, and that
Everything
is the
is right
best news
again.
of the day. Yes, it is.
Everything is right again.
First of all, an amazing deal for the Tigers. It's a 1 year.
Oh yeah.
It's 13 million.
13 mil.
He's getting paid 2 and 11's getting deferred until 2030. So they don't even got to pay him. He's
Fucking
just
awesome.
literally like, "Hey,
He's chilling.
let's go right out into the sunset together, boy. Let's go win one more World Series and have a fucking time."
Let's go win one World Series, baby.
Yeah. Well, he's won them already. We have not with him. So let's make that happen. Let's make our dreams come true.
Right. Let's
You're
make it right.
you're going into the hall with the Tigers cap on anyways. Let's add a World Series to that little resume with Detroit here. Let's do it. So yeah, no, all is right in the world again. JV is back. I tweeted out earlier that it was a first look of Justin Verlander as a Detroit Tiger, and I just took a picture from his rookie year and put it
I love
in
that.
the tweet. So
I almost sent it to you because I saw and I took a screenshot of it. I almost sent it to you. It was a picture of him. Yeah. Welcome home, JV, the first like Tigers post that they did.
Yep. Well, they
Um,
were the ones to break the news. That was the best part. It
which is
wasn't like a
awesome.
Schefter or Passon or anything like that. It was
Yeah.
Detroit was just like, no, no, no. This
Yeah.
is our news. We're
Yeah.
breaking this. Yeah.
And what's funny is they scooped Justin Verlander's brother. Like
Well,
that's funny to me.
you can't scoop it when it's your own news. You know what I mean?
No, but you didn't let Justin
Ben do
Verlander's
it.
brother get it.
Yeah.
That's I mean, that's really funny.
Hmm.
Because that's also not the first time that Justin Verlander news has come about, and his
Hmm.
brother has not known anything about it.
Yeah.
Um, which is funny to me. But yeah, no, all is right in the world. It's crazy that the Tigers, with that crazy rotation that they had of Scherzer and Sanchez and Porcello
Verlander
and
and
Verlander,
Porcello and yeah,
and then
Fister.
David Price later,
And then yeah,
Fister,
year
like,
later,
dude,
you had
all
you had
those,
you had three active Cy Young winners plus a guy who was about to win one like a year or
yeah,
two later, and then the
yeah,
guy who had the
and
best ERA in the league as your starting
yeah,
rotation.
and Mad Max was the reason that the Nationals got that World Series that they did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he is a
Hmm.
fucking dog.
Hmm.
You know,
He's a
I
psycho
honestly, yeah,
in
he's
a good way.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy. And honestly, like, what is his deal? Can we call him? Can we get him? Like, where is he at? Like, who
Just
do
bring the
we
band
need
back
to
together.
get the band back together? Get the band back together, man. You know, but like, can we call Scherzer? Like, can we just like,
Hmm.
hey, buddy, you
I
busy?
think I think the better part about Verlander coming is like all of our young pitchers now get to just
See that
be
guy?
with Justin Verlander for a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
He does not pitch at the same level that he used to, and
So
that is okay. That is not why you signed him to this deal. You signed
yeah,
him to ride off into the sunset together, let him finish out the career where it started, where he spent the majority of his career, but then also, hey, we got a bunch of young dudes. Learn from one of the all-time
and
greats in
be
this
the
year.
vet.
Yeah,
Be the
drain
vet.
every piece of knowledge you can out of this guy to become a
Yep.
better pitcher for
And
the
then
future.
and then let's sign him to the coaching staff. You have accepted a role
He ain't
with the
doing that.
organization. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, do you think
Not.
this
Dude's made
improves?
his money. He's ready to just live with Kate Upton and his family for the rest of time.
But if you love baseball,
I mean, it's not to say he won't ever do anything in baseball again, but coaching is not something that
I
the
don't. I
best
and
players in the world go to.
no, and I don't know what he's gonna do, or maybe he's scouting, maybe he's a VP of operations, maybe he's whatever, right?
Hmm.
Keep him in the clubhouse in some capacity. Give him a stupid like stipend check so that he stays on the payroll, pay his health care, give him a badge, let him walk around. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he doesn't it's like Colonel Sanders just showing up to a KFC restaurant. You let him in, you let him fuck around in the kitchen, and then you let him go home because his brain is applesauce, and he's just needs something to do, right? Let JV come downstairs in a bathrobe and his boxers and throw a quick quick quick
Quick bullpen.
bullpen session. You know, I
This
was
guy
thinking
coming in,
BP, but
nah, he
that's
just
about right.
needs to
No,
throw.
he's just chilling. Oh
He's
yeah.
got to get it out.
Yeah, that's JV. Yeah, he's gonna go up there. He's gonna throw 60 pitches. He's gonna have a beer and then hit the showers. Um, yeah, that's it. But what's Scherzer's deal? Can we get him in the clubhouse? That's a legitimate question.
I don't think so. Where's he at now? Is he still with
I don't
Toronto? Because
know.
that's where he was on Toronto's team. He had that injury, but he came back for the World Series. I just don't know if he's still playing or got traded or moved or anything like that.
Looks like
He is
he's
a free agent.
still with. I make the call. Make the call.
Make
Call
the
him
call.
right now. Make the call. Call him right the fuck now.
Yeah, man, he
Yeah.
was good.
Call him expeditiously.
I've got a signed Scherzer ball.
See, and that's the thing.
I got
People
Verlander
can bring
too.
out their Verlander jerseys again.
Yeah, they're still good. He's
It's
definitely
just
wearing
so.
35. That
Oh,
They,
Yeah.
no one's wearing that. And if they wore it, it's move aside. You're not using that anymore.
So we're hitting the Tigers game this summer.
Oh
We're gonna,
shit. Sorry.
yeah, yeah. News.
Ah, that's a horrible headline. I got Max Scherzer signs with Braves in surprising MLB free agent idea.
Ah,
Come
hate that.
on.
Hate that.
That's
Hate
not a
that.
real article. That's just
I
a I
hate
want this. That's a I want this to happen.
no, and that's the thing. So like people will send me concept cars or like renderings, and I'll be like,
hmm
yeah, that'd be cool, huh?
It ain't
But
happening though.
yep, the amount of times that somebody said, "Oh, did you know they're bringing back the Evo?" No, they're
No, they're
not.
not.
I'm telling you right now, they're not. But
Yep.
so no, do you think, and this is my last question on this, do you think that this in some or any way improves the team's chances of keeping Scooble?
To me, this still feels so. Scooble won the arbitration. He
Yep.
got paid for, but it's just for the year, and this is his last year. Um, before his deal's up. Which doing this with Verlander to me does not scream that the Tigers are going to try to pay the man his money. I think they're going to go the route of we're going to use him one more time. We're going all in on this year. We're bringing in Verlander to help. He's not going to give you a bunch of quality starts or anything like that. He'll be your opener every now and then. He'll be your guy in the locker room for the young guys to help for the future in that sense. But in my mind, this feels like the we're going to make some moves to try to win it this year, and then
Yeah.
we're not going to pay the guy. That's what I think is going to happen between the Tigers and
Is
Scooble.
who's your opening day starter? Is it
Oh, it's
Scooble?
Scooble. It's not even close. Yeah, dude's
It's
back-to-back
not.
Cy Young winner.
It's not JV for nostalgia.
It'll. I don't know what the schedule is. The very first game of this baseball season played by the Detroit Tigers will be pitched by Tarek Skubal. I don't know if that's a home game or not. Now, if if the Tigers start on the road and then their home game is not within Scubal's normal rotation, fuck yeah, you throw out JV. Who gives a shit? It's come
Yeah.
on. That's what we're doing here. If the Tigers start off the season at home, you put Scooble out on the bump. That's such a dumb thing not to do. You have to play Scooble. You put JV in that first weekend, I think, just for old
Yeah.
time's sakes. But
Yeah.
no, it's Scooble's mound. He's number one. It's not even. There's Paul Skeens and him are in a league of their own, and it's not even close for a bunch of miles before the next guy kind of comes into the picture.
I hope we keep him. I don't know, man.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
do
be sad
too.
if he's
I
gone.
do too. But I just don't see nothing about this version of the Illich ownership group screams to me that they want to pay that kind of money for anybody ever again. The dad, Mike
Got
Ilitch,
burned by Mickey's
Mr. I.
contract.
Well, I don't even think that was he got burned by it. I think he just wanted it more and didn't care what it cost. I think he just wanted that World Series because baseball was his sport. He played baseball. He played in the minors and never made it to the league. Um, sorry, not to the league, to the show. He never made it to the show. But I think he wanted it more and was more willing to spend that money because that's what he wanted. I think I think Chris is the guy, Chris Illich. I think he wants it as well, but I think he probably looks at it more of like a business in a sense, which fine. I get
You're
it.
gonna you're gonna do better business with a
Mm,
good team.
yeah, but I think the philosophy is different. That's what I'm trying to say is I think it's his philosophy towards it is different. Of we're not paying these big contracts. You're better off with making the young group of guys work, and if they don't, you move on and you try again. That's what I think is more of that mindset. That's kind of my thought. Or if it's the right deal, you make it. But making him the highest paid player in the league, I don't think is in um this
But
ownership group's philosophy.
that's at the same time that's what Boris wants. He is the agent is going to extract as much value for the client as humanly possible, which is
hmm
his job,
Yeah.
until MLB
Oh,
has
and
some
and
sort
and
of
the Dodgers will pay for it.
yeah, no,
Don't
but
get me wrong.
until they
He
have
he will make
until
that
they
money, but
yeah, no, 100%. And until they implement some sort of salary cap or salary restriction or something,
Mm-hmm.
it's just going to be the big market teams dominating. And it's a shame that the Tigers can't put an offer together for Scooble. Like honestly, if I'm in the driver's seat and I don't want to spend that money,
Mm-hmm.
like what if I sold a part of the team to a guy who's just like, yeah, I'll pay his contract. I want to do it. I don't. I'll buy whatever portion of the team for that much money that you're gonna write right for his
Mm-hmm.
contract, and that's it. And I'm sure it's more complicated than that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, how complicated could it be to pay one of the best players in the game? You know?
Oh, it's not complicated. That's why I think it's just that's the philosophy of this ownership group is that they don't see that as the wisest investment. That's all. Not because he's not worth it. I think they look at it as he's almost 30 now. It's not like you're signing him when he's 22 to 25. I think he's our age. I think he's like 28,
Mm-hmm.
29 or 30 at this point. So they're like for him to get all that money, which he deserves, will come with a long, like extended year contract that they're probably like, we might get 5 more years out of it, and then you don't want to pay the last 5 years of it. Let somebody else do it. That's just what I think their philosophy is on it. And I I I get the arguments for the salary cap. I don't think it matters all that much. Yes, you can point to the Dodgers right now. They buy everybody. They're in it every year. They don't win it every year though. So in that sense, it's like, well, you know, there's still some
No.
variance. There, it's still baseball. Like, yes, they have all the best
Yeah.
players, and I get it. And part of it isn't fun seeing them in the championship series every single year. But you look at other teams, other leagues with salary caps, dynasty still exists. So in
Yeah.
my mind, I'm
No.
like, yeah, it's just if that's how they want to do it, and that's if
It's
some dude wants to go out there and be like, I want to buy every championship every year, good for that fucking city. More power
Yeah.
to you,
No.
you know.
And
But
you see how it worked out for the Mets. You know what I mean? It hasn't.
yeah, it
You
hasn't
know.
worked for the Padres.
But
Same thing.
yeah, and I think the only thing that I think about is the super team aspect of it,
Hmm.
right? Like the baseball aspect of like anybody can win any given game, any given day.
Hmm.
The disparity between the Pirates and the Angels and the owners that don't spend and then the Dodgers is just so crazy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And you're gonna have a team where you've got Otani and Pujols and Trout
Trout.
all on the same
I love
team.
that you threw Pujols into that.
What? Just because he was a big bat the first couple of years, it was something special, and then he completely fell off because he's old as shit, right?
Hmm.
But you like in my head, that guy should have been a Cardinal for life. In my head, he is a Cardinal for life. We don't really remember the Angels years,
Yeah. No,
but
no, he's a
going
Cardinal. Yeah.
back to going back to that and talking about like guys like Freddie Freeman,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? That guy took over for Chipper Jones, who was the Braves institution, was the Braves capital G guy,
Hmm.
right? And now Freddie Freeman's a fucking Dodger. Like
Hmm.
that shouldn't have ended that way. He should have been a Brave for life, and that should have been it. Like the
Mookie Betts
Nationals
with the Red
traded so
Sox.
yeah, and it's a questionable decision that leadership makes to make a weird trade, right? But it's I don't know. You gotta understand a player and where they're coming from. And I remember, and this is maybe the spot where we ended here talking about the Tigers. But I remember very distinctly going through this with a baseball superstar in Washington.
Mm.
And Bryce Harper was a legend. Bryce Harper, everywhere you go, you see a kid playing baseball, he's wearing 34. He's got the Harper jersey. It's Harper or Strasburg, but
Hmm.
mostly Harper,
Yeah.
right? I remember his first home run, his first like his whole career, right? I watched all that shit.
Hmm.
And I watched him sign Scott Boras as his agent. I watched them talk big about getting a big, 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 big contract. And I watched that dude show up to the home arena when the Capitals were playing in the Stanley Cup Finals in the opposing team's jersey and thinking, yeah, that guy's out. Fuck that. Fuck that guy. Right? And from then it was fuck Bryce Harper, right? But like, and I get it, he's from Vegas, like if you want to support like the team, but you were a legend in DC. You could have been as revered as Ovechkin was if you had stayed. And I think that's an exaggeration. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But if he stays as the face of the franchise and the institution of the franchise, similar to how Ovechkin has done his whole career is looked at differently. And baseball, I think, needs more one franchise guys more than any other sport.
Hmm.
And like Verlander is the best pitcher to ever do it, and it's a shame that he was ever not a Tiger,
Hmm.
right? But this sport in particular is one where teams and guys, I think it's better if they stay together. So I say that to say Bryce Harper brought a championship back to Washington the year after he left.
He sure did. Yes, he did.
And and that slip was awesome that he
Give the
said that at the
monkey off
press
the back.
conference. It was like, yeah, fuck you, dude. You made the wrong decision. And then we fucked around and won the World Series.
Sure did.
So I say that to say I hope that whatever happens with Scooble, I would love to see him stay a Tiger forever.
I would
I would
too.
love to see it
I'd
happen.
love to be wrong.
But if he's gone, then I'm putting our odds on next year. If
Hmm.
he's gone next year and not on the team next year, that team is gonna fucking win the World Series.
Ooh, that's a
So
take.
that's a take.
Now to add on to that, with Harper leaving, I think it's very different when like your ace leaves versus a field player because
Yeah,
your ace
100%.
controls way more of a game. Granted, they only play 20% of them, whatever it is, but
But he's
still.
still the leader in the clubhouse, the guy that
Hmm.
everybody's looking to, the guy that they know, all right, he comes up in the rotation, he comes up in the order. We trust him to hit big, to to be the guy that
Get the
he is and
strike,
carry
get
the
the out,
team.
yeah, all that.
Exactly. It
Hmm.
hurts way more when it's your ace, but it's still the face of the franchise, the leader, the guy, the person that you want to model the guy that you want to captain your ship,
Yeah.
right? Like this is like I'm not ready to think about Cade Cunningham not being a Piston,
I
right?
don't think that's
But
gonna
that's my
happen.
cap. But that's what I'm saying. That's my captain.
Hmm.
That's my guy. Baseball needs more one team guys that you just ride with.
Yeah, I
So
get that. I'm here for that. I like that. Yeah, that's something that's definitely going away more and more in sports, but I would love to see that more where yeah, you get a one team guy. That would be awesome. Um, I know you were trying to end it there, but the Olympics are also still happening.
oh my god,
And
yes.
Team USA women's hockey is a fucking wagon. Wagon. They beat the shit out of Canada today. 5-0. The
Ooh.
United States women's hockey team through the group stage, because this was the last game in the group stage, um, has a 19 goal differential. They have scored 20 goals and have given up one the entire
Woo!
group stage of this tournament. They
Holy
are
shit.
destroying everybody that gets in their way right now. Um,
Wow.
yeah, absolutely crushing it. Um, mixed curling. The United States finally won their first medal in that event ever in their history.
Fascinating.
That was cool. It came down to the last end today. Uh, the U.S. was playing Sweden, who they did beat in group stage, but lost to in the gold medal match on the last
Damn.
rock. On the last
Oof.
rock too. But hey, got silver, took a medal there.
Silver's respectable. First
Yeah,
loser.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's the first medal ever in that event for the United States too,
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
we love it.
What else have we won gold in? We won the team event in figure skating, and what was that one? Downhill. Oh,
Yeah.
Lindsey Vaughn.
So I love the
Holy
Olympics.
shit.
I have not been able to watch as much as I would have liked because I work.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I saw Lindsey Vonn shred her knee and that sucked. That
Well, it
that
wasn't
was
even her
ass.
knee.
No, her leg, like, yeah,
Oh, yeah, her
everything
leg's
about that.
broken as fuck,
Yeah,
but
no, everything about that sucked, and I
mhm.
hated it. And yeah, hope she has a speedy recovery because that's awful.
I just hope she has
Um,
a good recovery, not even speedy. I mean, you got to figure
yeah,
the at this point, like it's finally officially done hanging up, but yeah,
I don't
that
know.
was
I
bad.
mean, yeah, I don't know enough about skiing to know for sure. Like I've heard other people say that that could have happened to anybody because she just kind of hit a gate funny.
Hmm.
But
Well, yes,
I,
that's true. It wasn't anything to do with skill or anything like that. Yeah, it's just
yeah, I don't know, dude. You're not catching me on a mountain in the cold. Like, I am not doing that.
yeah,
And then I saw some of the X Games shit that was like, oh fuck. Like, I don't know how to say it other than oh shit, he on X Games mode. You know
yeah.
what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah, X Games mode. Yeah,
I'm so glad you got that.
of course.
Um,
I
yeah,
saw
no, I.
one of the funniest tweets ever from the weekend here. I'm trying to pull it up. It's about skiing versus snowboarding very specifically.
Mhm.
Oh, where did it go? Why can't hear this? All right, it goes Olympic skiers are like, I have 2% body fat. I train 23 hours a day. I've had 87 surgeries. And Olympic
Yeah.
snowboarders are like, I've smoked this many drugs today, and they hold up their hand, which is in a mitten.
Yeah.
How is that so different? It is kind of crazy the difference between snowboarding and skiing. Like, because you would think snowboarding you should get hurt more. You're on a one thing and you're going sideways down the mountain. But the skiers, they just do the way more daring thing of, well, I can go so much faster at a steeper decline on a longer stretch.
You're
I
still not
mean,
catching me doing
they
either.
they go like 80 miles an hour. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Just
No,
like the
any
luge people.
person.
Luge, you can go up to 88, 90 miles an hour too. Those
See,
people are
luge,
insane too.
I feel like I could do. I feel like I would be about that.
I would try
Skiing,
it.
I would do luge. I would try luge. Skiing feels a little
Nope.
bit more. Yeah, that feels a little bit more like a death wish.
Catch me on a bunny hill. I'll be very happy. Don't matter to me.
Dude, I don't even know if you'll get me there, but we'll see.
You're like,
We'll
I'll be
see.
in the lodge.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll be trying to find the snowboarders.
Yeah.
Like we're chilling, but
But yeah, Winter Olympics full effect. Um, I'm
catch me
upset.
when biathlon is on.
It's been on, and they haven't been airing it on standard
No,
TV,
I
which
mean
is really
the
upsetting.
final. The final is usually the last day, isn't it?
Well, there's so many different events that they have different medal ones throughout.
Mm.
So
The
I
final is the last one that they televise is usually like the closing day, and that's the one that's like the most hype for biathlon, I think.
It's
But I
one of
love
them,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's a lot of biathlon events because they have like team, they've got mixed, they've got individual, they've got short race versus long race and stuff like that too. There's a shit ton of biathlon events. It's kind of like running, like track events.
next time, next Olympics, it's taking off. I'm just taking off. I'm gonna just take off work.
Oh, you're just gonna take 2 weeks off and just sit and
I'm
watch.
taking 2 weeks off. I'm gonna watch the Olympics.
Hmm.
That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Calling it, doing it. I like
Doing
it.
it. There we go.
Hmm. That's my breakdown for you. There's a lot more stuff that's going on, but that's just too much to cover. And all I know is that Team USA women's hockey is destroying everybody, and men's hockey
Yeah.
starts in 2 days as of when we're
We'll
recording. So,
we'll do more Olympic follow up
hmm,
on the next recording.
sure will.
There we go.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Snowboarder.